Hello and welcome back. Sorry for the long delay, but here I am in Thailand. This is the start of the Thailand videos. I hope you really enjoy this first kind of videos focusing on our time in Bangkok. So thank you so much for watching. So the trip over from Auckland to Bangkok was kind of brutal. I got pretty much no sleep whatsoever. I'm not exactly sure the total time, but we stopped in Brisbane for 5 hours, and it was a very, very long trip. But once we landed, we were greeted by nice, warm, humid weather. We got a in-drive, so kind of Uber that's used more frequently in Thailand, to a pad thai shop that was right next to our hotel, because our top priority, as sleep deprived as we were, was to get food, because that's what we were really excited for. And the pad thai that we got here is still some of the best pad thai we've had in Thailand. We got these fun drinks as well, and ate a little bit before heading towards our hostel for the night, and we conked out immediately. I mean, we were out cold.
60 baht, guys. 60 baht for sticky rice with mixed taco.
So, of course, mango sticky rice was up there on the next most important foods to try. And boy, that mango sticky rice was just good. Very, very good. Probably second best we've had in Thailand. Best in Chiang Mai. But just around the corner from that mango sticky rice shop, we saw this temple that people were coming to and praying at some. So we came and checked it out, and it was really beautifully made and very detailed and covered in lots of gold and ornaments and bejeweled, and it was a really cool place to check out. Afterwards, we took another cab over to get some dim sum. Super delicious. To be honest, not terribly much better than the dim sum you can get in Boston, but still, dim sum is dim sum. It was delicious. After that, we ended up just kind of walking around and exploring the city around the restaurant that we went to a little bit. Bunch of shopping kind of streets. So this is one of the streets you walk down where there are clothes and street food that you can buy, and this kind of somewhat dilapidated looking mall that we walked in and explored some. It was kind of near the end of the day, so most of the shops were closed, but it was cool to kind of walk in and look some. Then we saw this railroad bed as well, where there's some shops kind of along the side of it. Nothing too crazy, but still a cool kind of thing to check out. Afterwards, we walked kind of back into the busier area of Bangkok, right around like the kind of central area, to this huge mall called Central World. Here's a kind of video of a kind of temple sitting right outside of the mall, and this mall was super cool. I mean, it was mall-esque, but in the middle of it, we actually ended up walking into a coffee battle of sorts. We couldn't quite tell who won the coffee competition, but it was fun to see. And then after exploring the mall for a little bit, I think, an hour or so, we started on our walk back, since we were about an hour away. And on the way, we kind of took some detours to check out some of the temples along the way. I mean, there were temples everywhere all throughout Bangkok, so lots to see. So the next day, we pretty much did the same as the day before. We just decided to walk around and explore Bangkok, see what we could kind of find. And we stumbled upon this temple, which was another one that was right nearby where we were staying, and it was built by, I believe, King Rama a couple hundred years ago. So, I mean, it's been, worked on since then, but super ornate and like really gorgeous buildings and gorgeous insides as well. When going to any of the temples in Bangkok and all throughout Thailand, really, you have to take off your shoes as well, which I think is actually quite nice. But yeah, so we kind of just explored the area some, and here's a video of me looking quite shocked at the size of the Buddha inside of the building there. And then after exploring that temple for a little bit, we headed over to another one just nearby that was a little bit older. And we were there for a little bit, but it started to rain, and we wanted to go see the Golden Mountain, which is one of the more important Buddhist temples in Thailand. So we kind of explored this one a little bit, and then started heading over. And alas, pretty much got caught in the rain. So here's a video of us walking to the park in the middle of this like downpour. And the downpour didn't even last for very long. It lasted for maybe I don't know, an hour and a half or so, and we decided to like try it at first, but we got so soaking wet that we ended up sitting under a canopy for about 45 minutes waiting for the rain to die down. And when it eventually did, we started heading up the Golden Mountain, and along the staircase you can see these like beautiful waterfalls and Buddha statues, which was just super pretty. And there were a bunch of bells, and here's me hitting a gong. So you could do all that kind of fun stuff going on up the way on this Buddhist temple. And then at the very top was this so it's like a artificial kind of like plaster white mountain, and the very top is this golden temple, really, and it's called the Golden Mountain, of course, because of the Golden Temple. And inside of the temple is a bunch of different statues of Buddha, different statues of Buddha during the 7 days, statues of the zodiac signs as well. So we pretty much just walked around, checking it out, exploring what the temple had to offer. And it was not only was the temple itself really cool, but the views as well were really spectacular. We had great views of the rest of the city, which was really pretty. So on the way down, they had a bunch of different special kind of artifacts related to the Buddha. So here is supposedly the Buddha's footprint. Pretty cool. Something doesn't seem right about the size of it, but nonetheless, super cool to see. And that's also the smiling Buddha, which is associated with good luck, the one that you just saw there. So after exploring the Golden Mountain, we headed over to Chinatown. And right here we found this Chinese Buddhist temple. Equally beautiful, but it was interesting kind of, so directly looking at a Thai Buddhist temple and a Chinese Buddhist temple and seeing the differences between the two. Super pretty nonetheless, but it was cool kind of being able to directly compare them, and seeing such a difference between the two. I think there was just a lot more like mixing of colors and a lot more smaller statues in the Chinese Buddhist temple. And then of course we went and we got some street food. We got this chicken satay, which was definitely the best we've had in Thailand so far. And yeah, just walked around exploring the markets, exploring the shops, getting lots of coconut juice and such, and just seeing what we could find. And then after wandering through Chinatown for a while, we ended up kind of wandering into I think the Indian sector, which was pretty cool, and explored that for a little bit. So that night we got on the bus, overnight bus to Surat Thani, which was quite spectacular. I had the air conditioner water dropping on me the entire time. And then from there we took a series of different buses from Surat Thani, going down to Koh Lanta, which is where we would spend the next week or so. The drive down was gorgeous. I'm bad at sleeping on trains and buses, and there's lots of getting off buses and getting on. So I didn't get a lot of sleep, but nonetheless, I was able to take advantage of that by seeing all the beautiful scenery on the way down. And you could see these beautiful kind of like rock precipices coming up. But then we finally made it, and boy was I happy, because I was so ready to eat and go to bed. Okay.
Hey,
Hello. We have made it to Koh Lanta finally. It took us 17 hours in total. Did I say 17? No, 19 hours. 19 hours. We were supposed to get here at 9:30 a.m. It is 2 p.m. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. Right? We're here. The last part was particularly brutal. We were really cramped.
Yeah, we actually got to Krabi, which is like the jumping off point for either the ferry or second bus.
Yeah.
At around the right time, but then we just had to go and pick up all these other random people.
Yeah. Anyways, but we've made it. Yes, I'm starving. Welcome back. hope you enjoyed the video. The next video will kind of be our time in Koh Lanta and explore that area. So it was a great time. So thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.